All right, so here is how we're going to automate the annual follow-ups with your insurance clients. There's three different automations. Let's start with the first one. Let's say you already have an existing clientele. You have 500 clients, right? What we're going to do is that depending on when you close them, so let's say they were closed in January, we're going to allocate a tag to everyone that was closed in January that says closed in January. Then same thing to May, March, October, February, etc., etc. Right? So what this does, I'll show you the complete automation. It looks massive. It can look intimidated, but it's actually quite simple. That what it's going to do is that every single new contact, it's going to pass through this if condition. So the condition is, well, if the tag says closed in January, then it's going to send it to the column that's closed in January. All right. Then it's going to wait for the month to be January and for the date to be the 15th of each month. All right. Then ChatGPT is going to generate a specific message to send out, and we're going to send it out via email, the long format, and you're going to send it out via email, the long format. It says salut because this is the French version, and it's going to generate a shorter version for the SMS. Then what it does, it's going to add to workflow number 2. So that's the second automation that I'm going to show you later. And then it's going to wait 24 hours. So it's going to wait 24 hours because maybe the client will reply or will not reply. If he doesn't reply, he's going to send another reminder like, hey, have you seen my message, etc., etc. And if they do reply, you'll receive a notification on your email and on your SMS saying, hey, this specific client answered this. So you'll know that you can go and book your meeting. So yeah, that is the same thing for every single month of the year. Now, there's two things I'd like to specify. You can see these little threads. Simply, whenever anyone replies to any message, it will go to this specific branch where it says replied. So if they go here, it goes go to, replied, reply, reply. Now, the other thing I'd like to point out is that in the if-else condition on Go High Level, there is a limit of 10 different branches. So right here, this branch is divided for October, November, December, and simply we put another if-else condition so that, let's say, if we look at this branch, the last branch, it's whether it includes October, November, or December is going to go in there. And then right here, it's going to separate them between the 3 months. And then is the exact same process as all the other automations where if they reply, etc. Now, let's go look at this specific automation where it says add to workflow, where we're going to look at what does that mean. Simply put, it is an automation that's going to allow the contact to loop itself back at the top so that every single year you don't need to put them back manually into this automation. You'll only need to do it once. And then next year, well, because they've been added to this workflow, that this workflow adds them back to the original workflow. It's a constant loop that until you take them out, they will be forever stuck in that loop of monthly updates. All right. So annual updates, sorry. So that's it for that. Now, if you do get new clients and you want to have the update be done on the specific date that they were closed, and you put the new contact on the date that it was closed in Go High Level, simply is the exact same thing, but instead of it being based on the month or the date determined by this if condition, it will be determined by the date that you added them into this workflow.